Hey everybody, Johnny Vivento here again. I spoke to you before about the way you can get to Mexico, retire 62 to 64, whatever, as a single person. Just want to say one thing, please subscribe, press the like button, I really appreciate it. But before that, before I start talking about what I got to talk about a married couple. Okay, so you're a married couple and you decide, got problems with bills, whatever, I want to retire, but I can't. Well, you can, okay? It's as simple as that. You can do it. Anybody can do it, okay? I've talked about this, about 40 of my videos. It can be done, and I hope I've helped some people realize that they can do it, okay, without any problems. Yes, of course, you have family, you have everything in the United States you might not have, but I'm just telling you that if you can do it and you feel that you want to retire and you don't want to work anymore, you're 62, 63, 64, 65, please, even up to 68, 70, it doesn't matter. You can retire and not have the bills that are associated with living in the United States, which are astronomical. I know how much I've spent in 2 months I've been here. I know the prices. I know what things are. Absolutely outrageous. Accommodation is absolutely outrageous right now. We all know that. So you really have to work until you're 75 to kind of like be okay, I guess, you know? But there's ways of doing it. You don't have to anymore. You don't have to go through this stuff anymore. Okay, there are ways of getting around this, and the one way is moving to Mexico if you want to. You know, somebody might not even like Mexico. You might not, you say, it's the last place I want to live. That's fine. Try and find another country. There are countries out there that you can go to where it's about the same cost of living as in Mexico. One of them is Croatia, Georgia, in Europe I'm talking about, Portugal probably. Portugal, you could do it. Portugal's a great country, but you want to be close to the US. Mexicans, they have a certain affinity to the US. You're next to it, you know, you're kind of like, they think you're an American. If you're a white guy walking around the street, you're an American to them. But anyway, you know, this is close to the US, and it's close to the border, it's close to where you're from. If you're Canadian or American or whatever, it's a great place to be. There's nothing better, and there's a lot of expats living here in every city in Mexico. Now, the last video I did was for a single person that can make it on between $1,300, $1,400 a month Social Security to $1,800 or $2,000, easy. For a married couple, let's say the husband's on, I don't know, $1,800 or $2,000, the wife gets $1,000, $1,500. You're going to live like a king and queen on that kind of money. You really are, because you're only going to spend $500 to $600 in your apartment, or even $450 with utilities to $600, let's say $700 on your apartment. The rest you can enjoy. In Mexico, there's parks everywhere. Nobody bothers you, okay? Go and sit in a park. You got the beach down the road. You can get an Uber to the beach. Cost the two of you, it costs you like $1 a piece or $2 each or whatever. Just go to the beach and enjoy yourself. The beach is free. Take a packed lunch. I've been telling people, don't buy coffees if they're retired. They don't always have to. I mean, I buy coffees in cafeterias all the time. But if you're on a budget, a low budget, you can do things for yourself. You got to think. You got to be slightly frugal and think, how am I going to get by? And you're going to get by what? You're even going to save money on Social Security. That's how most people are here. They save money on their Social Security. I know people who get they get a pension from their job, which is not a massive pension, but they save the whole Social Security check. You can do it that way and stick it in I don't know, an IRA, whatever you want to do with it, stick it in a high yield account or whatever. You can do that. But honestly, a married couple, you're going to get by very easily here. It's going to be a very easy transition. Everything's accessible nowadays. You've got Zoom, you have Skype, you have all kinds of internet programs, you have WhatsApp, of course. Just call your family, you have to be there. I know a person says, oh, I got to be near my son, but you see your son 3 times a year for like an hour. You know, I mean, I'm just being honest. They want to live near their son, let's say, and they don't want to move here. That can be a thing. You know, you just feel closer to your family if you're there. But you know something? You're not that far away here. You know, we're only a couple of hours from anywhere really in the United States, between 2 and 4 hours. You know, you can get to Phoenix in an hour and 20 minutes from here, to Tucson in like an hour, put in to Denver like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So, you know, this is in Jalisco, Mexico, which is Puerto Vallarta, like halfway down. And then you might go south. It's a lot longer, of course, but it's a great place to be. You're a couple, you can explore, you can just have a good time. Dancing is rife in Mexico, so you can go dancing every weekend. You can maybe start a new life completely. And as I say, the beach is free. You're going to be on the beach, you're going to go, wow, people pay a lot of money to come for a week or 2 weeks to sit on a beach, okay? You live here. It's not going to cost you hardly anything. It's going to cost you less than if you're living in the United States, I guarantee it. So anyway, it's true, I'm being honest. I would not lie about it. It's just, anybody can do it. You know, you get your visa, you come through the border, they give you a 6-month stamp and you're done. You're in for 6 months. No matter what, okay? As long as you don't start fighting anybody or get overly drunk somewhere or whatever, you're gonna be fine, okay? And trust me, it's a wonderful country to live. It's a very straight country to live. The people are fantastic. Do yourself a favor. I was a Mexican American. I would definitely live in Mexico all day. But as an American, I feel that it's my duty to tell you how you know, what I had to do, what I did in Mexico, you know, in which I did really nothing, but I just enjoyed life. You know, got the stress out of my life. As soon as I got here, the stress was gone, you know. So people said that I had said in the previous video, you sell your house. Well, yeah, you can sell your house. You don't have to. You can rent your house out and keep it. You might want to come back. You don't know what's going to happen. But if you're renting, like one of those extortionate rental agreements that everybody has, paying crazy money, you know, absolutely mortgage style money, okay, to live renting somebody's apartment. Absolutely incredible. Here it's a third of the price, okay? Just come to Mexico. Just do yourself a massive, massive favor. Don't come here to where I am. I'm in Colorado. You can see the state flag behind me. You know, this is a very, very expensive part of the country. And it's a lot of Californians coming here now because of the, you know, the actual disaster that's gone on the last couple of months. But I would recommend Mexico. It's a wonderful place. On that kind of money, for a couple, Social Security, no matter what, 62, 64, 65, 69, come to Mexico. Go to Mexico. Honestly, get a ticket and do yourself a big favor. It's no big deal. It's an easy transition, especially if you're from the western part of the United States where you're used to seeing Mexican people around speaking Spanish and whatever. You like Mexican food, most of you. I think everybody in the West, so going from like Canton, Missouri over, everybody loves Mexican food because we have a lot of taco places, a lot of burrito places, a lot of Tex-Mex, a lot of real authentic Mexican. But anyway, so you can do it and you can explore, especially as a couple. You can explore, you can interact, you can look everything up on your phone to see where everything is. There's so much to see. You know, you go to a place like Puerto Vallarta, there's like 100 different things that you can see, and you can like plan it out day by day. The food is great. The transport is easy, but you can walk a lot of the places, but transport is absolutely no problem. You're going to see tourists everywhere. Be careful of the tourist traps, especially in stores. Try and shop with a local shop. You have Costco, you have Walmart here, you have all the stores, you have every store that you have, and you have great Mexican ones too, like Soriano, La Comer, you have Chedraui, which is a wonderful store, you have Woolworths even here in Mexico. So just come and enjoy yourself, and you can do it. You can retire. Just put it in your head. You can retire. 62. 63, 64, 65. You know, I'm not saying you should retire, you know, actually at 62. I'm saying you should, you know, like I did, but you can do it a bit later and you'll be fine. Love you all. Just a quick one. This is for married couples. Do yourself a favor. Love you all. Subscribe, press the like button, please. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll go on to different things in the next few weeks. Thank you so much. Bye. Let me close this thing off.